You can have a very good system that is documented and sort of set up, but the question is, does it actually work? And what happens when real life happens, when there are problems? ISO 55000 is an overview of how an asset management system should work. It doesn't give you answers on what you have to do, but it gives you a way how to decide for yourself what you want to do.
We really have seen it very beneficial, so it has helped us to take really a professional approach in asset management, and in a way it encourages us to manage our assets in a very sustainable way.
To get confidence in the sense that the way we operate, the way we have set up this asset management, that it is according to the best practices in the world, and to sort of validate that we can operate sustainably in this sort of way. So those were the main sort of aspects, and it all focuses on having an outside authority giving an opinion on our systems.
The main factor for us was always a simplification of our processes, and in a way proving that we have everything in place. So just securing that we have all the documents and so on. And also for us it was very important that someone is giving an external opinion, totally external opinion, that okay, this looks good and you are working according to some kind of procedures.
So would you describe the benefits as sort of organizational or kind of like the way you organize your work and management, or are they financial, or are they both?
I would say they are both. The basic principle is that everything shall be based on a strategy and asset management policy. So you have like clear basis and foundation for managing your assets, and clear targets. You follow those targets systematically. KPIs are followed systematically. You assess risks and related opportunities regularly, and of course you react based on those.
Were there some changes actually to your processes or the organization?
I would say that maybe not changes to organizational processes as such, but definitely we put quite a lot of emphasis on taking into account the aspects of asset management and both PAS 55 and ISO 55001 in our core operational processes and also organization. I would say that asset management policy and strategies for various parts of the asset management, like operations strategy, IT strategy. I mean, maybe we had those already earlier, but this asset management system and the requirements in PAS 55 and ISO 55001 really require that those strategies are directly linked with the strategy of the whole company, and I think we put quite a lot of emphasis there.
So what were the main factors behind that allowed you to obtain the standard for those certificates?
Commitment. We had the best persons in place. We knew what we want to do, and it was an intensive period for sure. Everybody had a lot to do, but everything was very well structured. We had a very good communication with the auditors, and let's say that we had most of it in place, and it was just push the last mile to make it happen. It's very important that everybody is committed. The management is committed, the project team is committed, actually everybody who is participating are committed.
It really needs to go from top management to the lowest level in the organization. So it needs to be implemented very widely in various processes and daily work. I mean, if that doesn't happen, then we don't really gain those benefits which we could gain. And of course, the commitment of top management, senior management in the company is really, really important. Everything starts from there. And again, if that doesn't exist, then it will be difficult to implement this kind of approach.
So it's not like some external certificate that okay, this is how we do, this is how we polish our company. It's explaining how we are really doing things, and it makes people to think about when you are attending this kind of a meeting with the external auditor from London, and they are asking all kinds of difficult questions, and then you have to really think about it. Okay, is this the best way to do things? And that makes the commitment also for the people.
Have you learned as a company something new?
I think the roles of everybody are a lot clearer now. So during the preparation for this certification, I think going through everybody's responsibilities and all of the processes, the roles and responsibilities of each sort of part in the system got a lot clearer. And that's the main thing that we probably learned. So who is responsible for one part, the other part, and how exactly the relationship from one to other is. It's knowing that the way you do everything, that it is sustainable, that you can run your network on this, and that's the sort of real benefit, not the paper you can put on the wall.
Does it affect reliability?
Yes, I would say that reliability, it's really important for our type of company. I mean, electricity distribution operation is very much related to reliability of the power delivery and security of supply in distribution networks in general. And of course, again, I mean, if you can assess risks related to, for example, IT systems or cybersecurity or some of our network components out in the field. So of course, and if you can somehow predict the risks and manage risks related to component failures or outages, so of course it will definitely help to improve the reliability in many ways.
Considering a little bit the IT systems, which part did they play in the process?
Yeah, in modern utilities, IT systems are playing a huge role, and that's the fact for us as well. We have put a lot of effort on IT systems, to network information system, but also the other systems like ERP, customer information system, SCADA, DMS, so on. So actually, all these systems, it's not the system itself, it's how the system is supporting our processes and how we can embed that as a one entity. Of course, for asset management, network information system is the vital part, but it's very important that it's well integrated to the system architecture, so that it's not a standalone, and it's supporting our processes as much as possible.
You need a lot of data that you base your asset management system on. You need data about the assets themselves, how old they are, what defects you have with them, but also what kind of investment plans you have, what kind of maintenance plans you have, what have you done before. All of this needs to be in some sort of system where you can access it, where you can have an overview, and where you can have your next plans. And that is where, if you have a good IT system, then it's very easy to show how you do all of this, and it's very clear. And that is one of the big parts of how an IT system is involved.
Could you describe, when you say an IT system that works well, what does it require?
I think an IT system needs to sort of involve all of the aspects that a good asset management system has in it. So you have to not only look at, for example, geographic location or the asset age or what investment or maintenance you've done with it. You need to look at all of it, and you need to look at it in one sort of environment, so that you can analyze it, you can plan your operations on it, and having all of that in the same system or in one place where you can really use that data. That is one of the key factors, I think.
Did you make some changes in the IT systems that you use, or get some new ones, or?
Well, we didn't actually made any changes as such in the IT systems, but again, we put a little bit more emphasis on cybersecurity, for example, and also maybe we increased the amount of documentation related to our IT systems. Again, we took IT systems part of this risk management, opportunity management approach, and we also had some discussions with our IT system providers like Trimble, that it's important that they also understand that their network information system and distribution management system, which we use nowadays, so are included and covered by our asset management system. So they are like core IT systems in our certified asset management system in general. Trimble has got lots of recognition during the audits which are conducted on annual basis. So the auditors from the UK have said it several times to us that our IT systems, especially network information system and distribution management systems, I mean, they are really state-of-the-art IT systems, more or less the best ones they have ever seen in any place they have visited. So yeah, I think Trimble has done a good job there with their systems.
So do you think that that it's different from utility to utility, what it takes to get the certificate?
I believe that in practice it's the same, but of course the processes inside the utilities are a bit different. Maybe also some targets for the operations are a bit different, but let's say that the basics are the same.
I would definitely suggest everybody try and obtain it. I think it's a good sort of exercise for your own to look over the way you do everything and to sort of clarify and put it into some sort of fixed system and try to understand in that way. And I think the main sort of benefit is actually from that, from the preparation you actually do, not the certification itself.
If someone is thinking about implementing ISO 55000, it's not that complicated. It's just that you have to have the commitment, you have to have the clarity and openness in the organization, and you have to simplify the process. And those are the key things to obtain the standard. And also, don't think about telling what you would like to do. Tell exactly what you are doing and how you are doing it. That's very important. Otherwise, it's totally impossible to actually audit you if you are just telling what you are going to do.
Have you managed to keep up the commitment?
Yeah, definitely. In a way, the commitment is easy to keep up because you have the next auditing coming and the next auditing coming, and you have a tight schedule for doing those improvement actions to avoid those minor and well, definitely major non-conformances. And of course, for us, we have promised to do it, and the Finnish mentality is so that then we will do it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no option.
Yeah, true. How do you think you'll keep it up after there's not going to be a
well, that's something that we have to consider. That what we are doing then, in a way, we have reached then a certain level, and then we have to think about it. Okay, do we set the ambition level even higher, and go further, or is there some specific topic that we want to focus, or is this environment changing? Maybe we don't know yet, but we will see that in 3 years.
Yeah, I suppose I'll have to come back and ask again.
Of course, the decision is up to each and every company. I mean, do they see asset management in general as an important and strategic thing, so that these kind of standards like PAS 55 or ISO 55001 shall be applied? We saw it very early, as I said in the beginning, that we want to raise the asset management approach to the next level and make it really professional, because that's like a very important thing in our type of asset intensive industry. We have defined clear roles and responsibilities so that we make sure that we continuously improve our asset management routines and principles, and that's I would say really important that we are not just letting things be when we have achieved a certificate. It's as important or even more important that we continuously develop and improve our routines and asset management principles even after the certification.